Hi everybody, it's Christine Ernst, the Fat Ass Cancer Bitch, coming to you from the snug little writing cottage in Sandwich, Massachusetts on Cape Cod. It is Sunday, January 22, 2023. It's cloudy out, but still a good day for a walk. And I am not going to read a piece about death today. Instead, I want to read a piece about, technology. My husband Michael and I made a quasi-resolution, a mutual agreement to use our phones less, especially at night in bed, where we're like sitting side by side, scrolling, playing games in the New York Times, reading the same New York Times news that we read all day. My phone has become like my pacifier. It's never far from me. I panic if I don't have it. It even has a little ring so I can carry it around or put it on a lanyard. I would like to be less attached to the device. So this piece is called Device, and it's a couple years old. So here we go. At the height of the pandemic, after we had returned to work, but when we were still wiping down the groceries with bleach, there were 6 screens on my desk in my office where I used to work. Number 1 screen for Zooming. Number 2 screen for my notes for the Zoom meeting, positioned just below the Zoom screen so that I could do some other work during the meeting, but make it look like I was actually studying my notes. Number 3, my stationary work screen with the vital docs and spreadsheets pinned to the nav bar. And number 4, the extra monitor with the Google Work Calendar, and my phone, of course, being number 5, open to the New York Times spelling bee puzzle for when I got bored with both the meeting and the other work that I would do on the sly. And number 6, my iPad here on my desk with the rather expensive but worth every penny Calm app, launched and set to soothing forest sound bath. So technology was supposed to streamline everything, make things easier, free us from the desk, the rat race. But oh, how I miss my Filofax, my paper calendar, sharpening pencils. Technology has not freed me. See me at my desk in the shimmering blue light of 6 screens, my own damn face blinking back at me from the Zoom waffle. I toil as I ever did. Technology just allows me to do more. The elegant formula-filled spreadsheets, the lists and lists, the 11 ways I can contact someone in seconds. Siri, call my mother. Siri, what is the weather tomorrow? Now, this is not an anti-tech screed. I love those 6 screens, each with a unique purpose, but merely an analog to the paper and notebooks and flowcharts that I used to love just as much. And at home, there is my Kindle, my Echo, all the smart plugs. I don't even remember where the light switches are anymore or how even to use a pencil. Echo, turn on the living room lights. Echo, put Ben & Jerry's Chubby Hubby on the shopping list. Echo, play something on Spotify to make me feel more relevant. The new faucet in the kitchen that you just touch to make the water flow. See how it delightfully stumps our house guests. The super fancy bidet pre-warmed toilet seat that hums when you sit down. It's like a spa for your butt. But most of all, I think I love that I can turn on my fake fireplace from my car with an app on my phone while driving home. Let me repeat that. I can turn on my fake fireplace from my car with an app on my phone while driving home. Imagine trying to explain that to someone 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 200 years ago. So, hypothetical person from 1823, I drive something called an automobile, a newfangled horseless carriage, if you will, and I possess this device that invisibly connects to a satellite, which is a fancy machine in the cosmos, let's just say. Magically communicates to another device in my home where the walls are filled with wires and electricity and a central heating system which negates the actual need for heat from a fireplace, but which was nonetheless still installed in my home as a luxury add-on, and which I also love because, being human, I am hardwired, no pun intended, to crave actual fire. So because an actual fire in this redundant fireplace in my home sucks all of the very expensive furnace-generated fossil-fueled heat out of the house. Do you even know about fossil fuels? Fossils? Somehow all the extinct carbon on our planet from millions and millions of years ago has turned into a hot commodity that we are rapidly destroying our climate over. And though we have a solar array to capture the sun's energy on the roof of our home and also take a nice tax credit, I purchased for $40, which for comparison in 1823 is $1.65, a fake fireplace from Amazon, which is the toxic mega giant retailer, not the river in South America. I plug it into the wall. I should just make you a little sketch of all these technical details. I plug it into the wall and it lights up. Again, let's just call it magic, and burns. Those are air quotes, which people in my time used to indicate when something is ironic. But I digress. It burns like a real fire. It even crackles. Our two cats actually curl up next to it when I turn it on. I myself curl up in my recliner with my phone to read emails next to it. Those are like beautiful letters from dear friends. Actually, it's all Pinterest alerts and junk mail from TJ Maxx. Or I read a book on another kind of device called a Kindle, or just doom scroll the news. But it is so awesome that I can turn this substitute fire on by simply speaking a command while I am driving in my horseless carriage 52 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone down Route 130 more than 5 miles from my house. Kind of amazing, right? There's no actual heat. I mean, it's fake. It's just pretend. It's just pretend. So I'm absolutely going to take that walk on the beach today. Enjoy your week. I will see you next Sunday.